Have you ever gone to God and say, I don't get it? I just want to make sure I have the right people here. Do not fret because of evildoers. Now, let's read this in the Amplified. Fret not yourself because of evildoers, nor be envious against those who work unrighteousness, that which is not upright or in right standing with God. Understand that our relationship with God is more important than just the stuff we get in life. And we have a tendency to be envious. Come on, have you ever been envious of somebody? Jealous of somebody? It's part of the human condition. We all deal with envy or jealousy at one time or another. But when it becomes dangerous is that your envy or jealousy causes you to compromise your principles to get what you think you deserve. Don't fret yourself because of evildoers, neither be envious against those who work unrighteousness, that which is not upright or in right standing with God. Verse 2, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Message translation. Don't bother your head with braggarts or wish you could succeed like the wicked. In no time they will shrivel like grass clippings and wilt like cut flowers in the sun. In other words, it might look good, it might sound good, and you might be envious now, but it's not going to last. I said it's not going to last. In Proverbs Psalms 37, verse 16 and 17, it says, a little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. Verse 17 gets a little more aggressive. For the arms of the wicked shall be, but the Lord upholds the righteous. He said, well, you know, Pastor, I'd rather have the many of the wicked than the little of the righteous. Well, you think that, and your flesh tells you that, but God is saying here, you know, don't be envious, don't be jealous, don't let it get into your head. Well, you know, if that's what it takes to get ahead, then I'll just be like them, because serving God doesn't seem to, you know, honoring God and walking all these truths and statutes. I mean, you know, where's the blessings? I mean, they don't walk in truth and they're blessed. Yeah, but it's not going to last. Do not fret because of evildoers. Don't allow envy or jealousy to steal your joy. Go to Philippians chapter 4, verse 11, in the Amplified. Not that I imply that I was in any personal want, for I have learned how to be content, satisfied to the point where I am not disturbed or disquieted in whatever state I am in. Paul is saying, I'm not implying that I'm in personal want. He goes, I'm not out to hint, I'm not out to tell you what's going on, but I've learned how to be content to the point that basically no matter which situation I'm in, I know I'm going to be all right. Next verse. I know how to be abased and live humbly in straitened circumstances. In other words, things aren't going too well. There's not a whole lot of extra or abundance. And I know also how to enjoy plenty and live in abundance. New King James just says, I know how to be abased and I know how to abound. He says, it doesn't matter if I have a little, I know how to live with a little. If I have a lot, I know how to live with a lot. Because little or a lot, I'm the same person. You got to learn how to do that. That's not on, because most people aren't the same people when they have a little or when they have a lot. Most people are much more spiritual when they have a little. They're in many more prayer meetings because they are crying out for God. Oh, mercy! They are in prayer meetings. They are in church at least twice on Sunday. I mean, I need a breakthrough. I need help. I need God. I need to build my faith. And they're praying and they're in care groups. And they get a hold of the principles of God. And when they get 1,000 pesos, it may be a stretch, but you know what? They're gonna tithe that 100. Because they've got to get something working on their behalf. They're learning how to live in lack. Now, it doesn't mean that you be content and stay there, but it means that you're content in your heart. There's a difference between being content and satisfied. I am content with what God is doing, but I'm not satisfied because I want more. You can want more from God. Paul is saying, I've learned to be content. I'm not disappointed. I'm not frustrated. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. All is well, even though there's a little. So my peace, my joy, and how I act in life doesn't fluctuate by whether I have a little or I have a lot. If you would have no idea that my pockets are empty or I have 10,000 pesos in there, because I'm going to have the same kind of joy and the same kind of peace. A little or a lot, I'm going to be consistent. We have to learn how to do that. See, now what happens?